Hello dear children, this is Himani Bagdi from KV number 2 Agra Kent presenting the lesson Poonam Stay Out from your NCERT EVS textbook. After watching this video, you will be able to observe and name the different animals around you. To know about habitats of different animals. To classify animals as insects, mammals, reptiles and birds. To appreciate the diversity in animals. To develop interest in the world of animals. So children, let's not waste the time and start our lesson and see what Poonam is doing. One day, Poonam was sleeping under a tree and suddenly something fell on her face and then she woke up immediately and came out of her bed. Then she thought, whose mischief it is? After that, she looked at the tree and said, "Oh, so it's you, Mr. Crow?" And she was so amazed because there were so many animals on the tree. So children, do you want to know who all animals were there on the tree? So children, here you can see the tree and on this tree you can see different kind of animals are sitting. Now let's try to identify these animals. So let's start from here. Here you can see two squirrels are sitting on the branches of this tree. Now let's come here children. Can you name these two animals? Okay, let me give you a hint. These animals remain awake in the night and sleeps in the daylight. Now can you name it? Yes, these are owls. Now let's come here children. See, this naughty creature is swinging from the branches of the trees. Do you know the name of this creature? Yes, it is a monkey. Monkey loves bananas. Now let's come here children. Here you can see this bird is feeding its babies. Do you know the name of this bird children? It is a pigeon. Now let's see here children. These tiny creatures are buzzing around their beehive. Do you know the name of this tiny creature? These are honeybees. Children, honeybees collect nectar from flowers and make honey. Now let's come here children. See the beautiful wings of this creature. The name of this creature is butterfly. Isn't it so beautiful children? Yes, it is. Now let's come here children. Can you see this little creature sitting on the leaf of this tree? Do you know the name of this creature? It is an ant. Now let's come here children. Three little creatures climbing on the trunk of this tree. Do you know the name of these creatures? These are beetles. Now just under that, it's a bird and it is making hole in the trunk of the tree. Do you know the name of this creature? It is a woodpecker. It can make hole in the trunk of trees by its sharp beak. Now let's come here children. Here you can see naughty crow. Here is our Mr. Crow. Now can you see children which animal it is? It is so scary. It is a snake. But children, do you know all snakes are not poisonous? In India, only 4 kinds of snakes are poisonous. Now children, you have studied about different kinds of animals which are sitting on this tree. These animals are different from each other, but how? Let's try to find out children. Children, we saw 2 squirrels and 1 monkey on tree. They are mammals. Mammals are those animals which give birth to their young ones and have hair on their skin. Children, even humans are mammals because they also give birth to their young ones. They do not lay eggs and they also have hair on their skin. So, humans are also mammals. Now, let's see some examples of mammals. Cow, dog, lion, cat, monkey, elephant, blue whale and bat. Children, generally people think that bats are birds because they can fly in sky, but actually they are mammals because they do not lay eggs like birds. They give birth to their young ones like mammals. So that is why bat is a flying mammal. And blue whale, generally people think that blue whale is a fish, but it is not. It is also a mammal because it do not lay eggs. It also gives birth to its young ones. But fishes give eggs. So that is why blue whale is not a fish. It is a mammal. Children, you also saw some insects were also there on the tree. Now, what is insects? Let's see. Insects are those tiny animals who usually have 6 legs, 2 antennas, 1 pair of wings and 2 round bubble-like eyes. Children, insects are very tiny and small creatures and they have wings. Not all insects have wings, but generally insects have wings. They have 2 antennas and bubble-like eyes. They have round bubble-like eyes. Now, let's see some example of insects. Ant, cockroach, grasshopper, housefly, honeybee, beetle, dragonfly. So children, these are some examples of insects. Now children, other than insects and mammals, one reptile was also there. Now do you know what is reptiles? So children, reptiles are those animals which lay eggs and have scaly skin with no hair. They usually crawl or creep on the land and swim in the sea. Children, reptiles also lay eggs like birds, but they have scaly skin. Now here, what is the meaning of this word scaly skin? So, they have dry skin, dry and rough skin, and on their skin they do not have any hair. And how they move? They usually crawl. Crawling means movement in which your abdomen touches the ground. So that movement is known as crawling. Now let's see some example of reptiles. Snake, lizard, crocodile, turtle, chameleon. So children, these are some example of reptiles. They can be found on land or in water. Children, did you notice that some birds were also there on the tree? Now let's see what is birds. So, birds are those animals who have 2 wings, 1 beak and feathers on their body. They lay eggs. Children, birds lay eggs and they have 2 wings, 1 beak. Now here they have some similarity with insects, but in insects do not have beak and their size is very small in comparison to birds. Insects can also fly and they also lay eggs, but the difference is they do not have beak and feathers while birds have, and size of bird is bigger than insects. Now let's read something more about birds. So, children, birds have feather on their skin. Why? To protect their wings. Feathers जो होते हैं वो उनके विंग्स को प्रोटेक्ट करते हैं, तो इसलिए उनके विंग्स पर feathers होते हैं. Now, let's see some example of birds. Sparrow, pigeon, parrot, quail, crow, hummingbird, peacock. Children, do you know peacock is our national bird? And children, this hummingbird is the smallest bird. And it can fly backward also. Isn't it interesting? You know, children, animals' world is full of interesting facts. Okay, now let's see what Poonam is doing. Now she has come to a river to wash her face, and here also she is amazed to see different kind of animals in the water. Let's help her to identify these animals. Here, children, you can see one tortoise is there, and here you can see, children, some ducks are here, and here this one, it is a lobster, and here, children, it is a cunning crane. Now let's come here, children. Here you can see this frog, and one fish is also there in this river. Children, do you know different animals have different places of living, which is known as their habitat. Habitat is the place of living of an animal, human, or a plant. On the basis of habitat, animals can be divided into three categories. First one is land animal. Second one is water animals. And the third one is flying animals. First we will talk about land animals. They are also known as terrestrial animals. Animals who live on land are known as land animals. So children, let's see some example of land animals. Cow, dog, lion, elephant, cat. So children, these are land animals, and land animals can be found in plains, deserts and forests. Now the second one is water animals. Water animals are also known as aquatic animals. Animals who live in water are known as water animals. Now let's see some example of water animals, children. Crocodile, fish, turtle, duck, lobster, frog, starfish. Children, water animals can be found in sea, rivers, ponds and lakes. Now the last one is flying animals. Animals who spend most of their time in flying in sky are called flying animals, or we can say birds. So children, let's see some example of birds. Sparrow, pigeon, parrot, quail, hummingbird. So children, these are some examples of flying animals. Birds can make their nest on trees, in all buildings, etc. But they spend most of their time in sky. Now let's do some quick revision. So here we will try to fill in the given blanks by taking hints from this hint box. Now here is the first blank for you. Dash have 3 pair of legs. So let's see. The answer is insects. insects have 3 pair of legs. Now the second one is mammals give birth to their dash. So mammal gives birth to their young ones. So the answer is young ones. Now let's see the third one. Reptiles do not have dash on their skin. So children, what we have studied, what they do not have on their skin? They do not have hair on their skin. Now let's see the fourth one. Land animals are also known as dash animals. So land animals are also known as terrestrial animals. Now the fifth one. Aquatic animals live in water and they are also known as water animals. Now here is the last one. Lizard is a dash. So lizard is a reptile. So children, I hope you liked this video and learned from it a lot. In the next part of this lesson, we will discuss about sound and movement of different animals. Till then,